the Palestinian terrorism against the Solomon family in Halamash. What do you make of this?
I think that it's really sickening and disgusting, and I think that Israel is too weak with these people. I think that the people who kill people in such an ugly and disgusting way would not have to be cured in Israeli hospital. I think that they deserve to die anyway. They want to die, and I think that their body would not have to be given back to their family. I think that if Israeli was doing what the British Army was doing in the 19th century, putting the corpse of these people in a pigskin and throwing them in a garbage somewhere, in garbage disposal or in the sea, it would be much better. You have to use deterrence with these people. If they think they can go to paradise and that it's wonderful to do that, and that 72 virgins are waiting for them, they will not stop doing it. Every death is too much. And if you want to stop this, you have to do several things. First, I think that the Palestinian Authority doesn't deserve to exist. And I think that it has to be used, considered as cancer. And if you don't cure a cancer, the cancer spreads out. And I think that it's what's happening. I think that the Palestinian Authority would have to be treated as a terrorist entity and would have to be destroyed. I think that the Hamas would have to be destroyed. I think that the Hezbollah would have to be destroyed. I think that the Islamist party in Israel would have to be forbidden and their members treated as terrorists. And I think that Israel would have to treat terrorists as they deserve to be treated. And I described the way they would have to be treated. I think that until you do that, it will not stop. And I think that it's disgusting too to see that organizations like the UNESCO can take decisions saying that all ancient Jewish monuments are Palestinian. It's an insult to history. It's an insult to reality. It's anti-Semite. And I think that if UNESCO is an anti-Semitic organization, it deserves to be left alone, and every civilized country would have to leave the UNESCO forever. And let UNESCO be a club of anti-Semite admirers of Hitler, Ben Laden, people like that. But UNESCO doesn't deserve to be considered as a civilized organization. And I think that the Western country would have to speak clearly about Western values as Donald Trump did in Warsaw a few days ago. Western civilization need to be respected. Western values need to be respected. They are not respected anymore by radical Muslims because they think that the West is too weak and they hate and they despise weakness. And if you behave weakly, they will not love you. They will have more desire to kill you. And so if you want to invite murder in Western societies, in Israel, in Europe, in the United States, treat these people weakly. That's what you do now. So I think that the Western governments are too weak in front of radical Islam. I think that Israel is too weak in front of radical Islam. These people don't deserve any kind of respect. And the fact that these people are given too much respect leads to assassinations, terrorism, death of innocents. The killing of any innocent is really too much. And when I hear such news, it makes me sick. And I think that we are in a bad shape. The West is in a bad shape. And when I read newspapers saying, Jewish family has been killed. That's life. It happens every week. No, it's not normal. It's not normal. It has to be considered as ugly, and people would have to be shocked. And I cannot understand that people are not shocked by such news. The people who are not shocked seems to have no respect for human life. If you have respect for human life, if you have a respect for justice, you think that every life has an infinite value, and a killer doesn't deserve to be respected. If you want justice, and I speak in terms of philosophy of law, I think that if you want justice, someone who takes a life and takes what is the most precious thing that a human being has, and in such a case, he deserves to die. That's normal. That's justice.
Presumably, this assailant believed that he was redeeming a justice for the terrorists who slew the Druze Israeli policemen on the Temple Mount. And so he feels, according to the Arab and Muslim media, that Israel and Israelis must pay. What do you feel?
I think that the three terrorists on the Temple Mount deserved to be killed because they killed policemen, they killed other people. So this way of thinking is sickening and sick. You have to have a sick mind to think in that way. The three guys, the three terrorists on the Temple Mount who killed policemen were terrorists and murderers, and they did deserve to be killed. The only sad thing about them, according to me, is that they were not killed before they killed other people.